We are all treasure hunters, seeking the wealth, seeking the prosperity outside. Whatever wealth we acquire, it can be transacted only here, only in this plane. Earth is not the only plane of existence. In Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna talks about Avyaktadhini bhutani vyaktamadhyani bharata avyaktani dhananyaiva tatra ka paridevana. Initially, before we came, we don't know where we came from. From unknown we have come, we appear, now we are seen. After we go become unknown. Where we have gone, we don't know. Whatever we are life, we are so busy earning, can be utilized only here. When we go, we need to acquire that wealth. It can be transacted in the other worlds also. However much multimillionaire I am, I have to leave behind. That wealth cannot be transacted. We have to earn something. The purpose of life in the scriptures talk about not just to make your living. I am just living, making my living, making my earning and spending, not that one. It is talking about where did you come from, where are you going. For that one, have you acquired enough wealth? When I am going, I have to acquire. That we are all seeking that one, and that wealth has to be, we have to acquire the inexhaustible wealth. The purpose of life, I have to acquire something which can be transacted. Transacted inexhaustible wealth, it is there within everyone. Within everyone, acquire that wealth. Inexhaustible wealth, for that one, that is Sri Krishna talks about in Bhagavad Gita, 26 quality, 26 inexhaustible wealth. That will be accompanying you all the time. Not only this life, beyond also. It can be transacted, exchanged any place. You can do that one, exchanging, that is, it is called as, it's Daivi Sampat. That is a Daivi Sampat. If you are only focused on making a living here, making the multi-million dollars which cannot be of use, that means somewhere something has gone wrong. Not that you should not earn. Yes, acquire a lot of wealth, but that is should not be a goal of your life. Inexhaustible wealth, it is called as Daivi Sampat. Daivi Sampat, if you flip through the pages of history, there are millions and millions of multimillionaires have come and gone, but history books doesn't record them. They record only one who acquired the extra wealth, Daivi Sampat. Daivi Sampat, to do that one, you have to have a daily practice. Today what we are doing is mandala, one mandala, 48 days of practice. From today until today is the 26th of April, 26th of September, and October, I think up to the 12th of November, 48 days, 48 days we have to practice. Mandala means 48 days. 48 days. Why mandala? In a day, 24 hours are there. In Indian system, one muhurt. Muhurt means 48 minutes. 48 minutes times 30, in 24 hours there are 30 muhurts are there. And 48 minutes is one, it's a small mandala, one circle. And the 48 can be 48 days, 48 months, 48 years. It's a 2 mandala is called as our lifespan. 2 mandala, 96 solar year or 100 lunar year. It's a mandala, 2 mandalas. It is talking about there are the cosmic constellation, 26 stars are there in astrology. 12 Rashis are there, and 9 planets, zodiac planets. Again, it is the stars. In the astrology, the 48 is a significant number. It makes one mandala. Mandala is a circle. 48 mandala. To do this one, why we are practicing 48 days? Every day, if you do it for one day, you will forget. Some people are attending, practicing only during the retreat. They come, they don't practice rest of the time. Mandala, every day when you start practicing, it becomes a habit. Habit is so deep. I mentioned earlier, habit, even if you take H out of a habit, a bit remains. Even if you remove A from that one, bit remains. Even if you remove B from it, it remains. So, when you practice, it gets ingrained in your life. You practice every day for 48 days. So, it becomes your second nature. In the first day, it is, oh, I have to do. But when you start practicing, it becomes your second, effortlessly you can do. The practice, Prana Pratisthapana. Prana Pratisthapana, the Vasudeva Murti, you have seen, I have been taking to many houses, the Vasudeva, Bhagavan Vasudeva, we brought that Murti from India. It's every day people are saying that I am doing the Prana Pratisthapana every day on this Murti. It's about 3 feet high. Glow is increasing. Glow is increasing. What we brought is not a showpiece. It is when you do the Prana Pratisthapana, it becomes a living form of God. We see the statue in the museum, other places. There is a statue, just a statue. There is no. We don't showpiece. It's a showpiece. Whereas when it the idol in the temple or your place, it has an energy. You can connect through that one to the universal consciousness. You can connect that one. Prana means this body also has a prana. When we can infuse the energy into a stone or a wood, or for Jagannath Puri it is a wood, other places stone or a metal. When we can sanctify the metal, revere the stone, or why can't you do the Prana Pratisthapana on this body? Doing the Prana Pratisthapana on this body, this is more special than just a stone. Idol, it's only there in the place of worship. Whereas when you infuse the prana, this becomes like a walking temple. That's so much of positive energy. You infuse the energy. Prana means I'm able to stand, I'm able to talk, I'm able to see because of the prana. Because of the prana, when the prana leaves, the 60 kilo, 80 kilo body, it just drops. What is that holding? Holding this 60 kilo, 80 kilo body, that prana, invisible, smaller than the smallest. In Upanishad, it talks about that prana, how big is that one? They talks about how big. If you take the tail of a horse, many hair is there. In the tip of the hair is very thin. If you cut it into 10,000 pieces, that small one hair, 10,000 pieces, that prana is finer than that one. It is finer than that one that is holding this whole body. Is it not a wonder? We say, where is the God? I am able to stand, talk. What is that holding me to stand? What is that making me to walk? What is that invisible, so tiny it's holding? That one, not only this body, it's sustaining everything, all vegetations, all the stars, planetaries, it is orbiting, everything in place, that prana is holding. Prana Pratisthapana we are invoking that universal energy into the body. Like the magnifying glass. Magnifying glass on the hot days in summer is coming here. If I put a paper, nothing will happen. If I make the sunlight to go through the magnifying glass, so concentrated, it can burn the paper. Burn the paper, prana pratisthapana is nothing. Yeah, it is, prana is everywhere. Through that one, like magnifying, concentrating the energy, you are concentrating onto this one, this body. This body is crumbling. We have the short in the supermarket. If you go and they have written what is the start date, the expiry date. The fruits they have 2 days, milk 1 week. Other product they have written shelf life. This body also has a prime time. There is a prime time. Childhood to immature, I can't grasp. After the prime time, again, I can't take on the challenges. Mind cannot retain. When the prime time of your life is there, seize it, not to squander. The prime time of the day of your life is the best time for sadhana. Many people, they start after retiring. After retiring, everything is questioned. I don't believe. I don't have trust in the teacher. Because my mind never prepared to sit in front of a teacher. I feel very ashamed. Am I so multimillionaire? This teacher doesn't have any money. How can I ask a question? My ego won't permit. Why I should become small in front? My ego, as we are aging, it becomes very stubborn. It doesn't want to learn. In the childhood, mind is, when the prime time, it is a time, seize it and do the sadhana. The sadhana, the body is crumbling. For example, today we did Hatha Yoga Kriya, Jalneti Kriya. Why we have done that one? Jalneti Kriya, it is a Hatha Yoga, it is talking about old age is setting very quickly. Unknowingly it is setting. Practice of these Hatha Yoga Kriyas helps in pushing the onset of old age further away, so that we can extend our prime time. Our window of opportunity, we can extend the window of opportunity. Why yoga asana? I urge all the students have been telling, make use of time. My time. So that you extend your window of opportunity. Extend the window of opportunity, do the sadhana. Sadhana, and I was telling in other classes also, last 25 years I have been teaching yoga. I never once cancelled the class saying that I am sick. Because of that, classes have been cancelled. I never said for 25 years I am sick. And people take to stay healthy vaccination, 2, 3, 4 vaccinations, still fall sick. This one, the yoga, you prana shakti, make use of the prime age prana shakti when you infuse. And in Shweta Shatra Upanishad talks about natasya rogo na jara na mrityu yogagni ayam shariram lagutvam arogyam aloluptvam varna prasadam swarasrostram yoga pravrittim prathamam vadanti. It is talking about when you do the prana pratisthapana, na tasya rogo. There is no disease. Our Aman Bhai was saying that what I learnt, these are the fundamentals of life. Why they are not teaching in the schools, in the university? He was asking that one. Instead of teaching some irrelevant things, these are the what I taught is the basic things. Na tasya, there won't be any disease. Na jara, the onset of early old age won't be there. Na tasya rogo, na jara, mrityu, apamrityu. Yogagni, awaken the fire. When you are there, glow in the face increases. Eyesight improves. And lagutvam, you feel the lightness in the body. you feel so light in the body. Lagutvam, Arogyam, and Arogya, health improves. And our Aman Bhai asked, why not non-vegetarian? Non-vegetarian food makes you sluggish, lethargy, body heavy. Body heavy, mind also dull. Lagutvam, Arogyam, your health improves. Varna Prasadam, glow in the face increases. Glow in the face increases. So radiant. Glow in the face without applying the makeup. There is so much of glow is there. Glow in the face increases. The Varna Prasadam and Swarasraustam. The voice becomes deep. For a great talker, if you want to be a public speaker, great orator, through the practice of yoga, the voice, you get hold on your voice. You need the power in the voice, fiery speech, able to that speech, able to hold the attention of others, not you make people to sleep. Sarasrostam, Varna Prasadam, Mutra Purisha Alpam, your bladder, bowel movement are under check. And these yoga pravrittim, these are the initial indications of you are moving in the right direction. Moving in the right direction. In the Prana Pratisthapana, we are doing the Prana Pratisthapana here in the mantra, Gayatri Dhyana mantra talks about Hiranmaya Vapuhu. The divine body, it is mentioned as having the golden colored body. Hiranmaya Vapuhu, Hari Hiranmaya Vapuhu, Dhritashanka Chakraha. Hiranmaya, why it is not told as aluminium body or iron body? Iron body gets rusty and crumbles. The gold stays. Hiranmaya Vapuhu, this body also should become like a gold, priceless. If you become old at the age of 30 itself, you are old, so you lose the value. You lose the value, your value starts, as we are aging, value starts deteriorating. Yogi should live such a way that the price of a yogi never diminishes. I am working and maybe a manager, super executive, senior executive. As soon as I retire, I have no value, no standing. Your value start deteriorating. Hiranmaya Vapuhu, practice yoga such a way that you, as long as you live, your price is not deteriorating. Value is not reducing. Maybe at home or in the society, in the community, you are highly regarded, highly valued. You are a priceless person. Why? Prana Pratisthapana. Pratisthapana. Otherwise, in Julie's house, she was saying that the many people or wealthy people came. The outside it is there, but inside no value. The society no value. Nobody taught me that I have to invest on something which upholds my value as long as I live. All my education system, parents, everyone says, go to that VCE, get a good mark, acquire a high-paying job, make lot of money. Nobody taught about how can you sustain that value as long as you live. Hiranmaya Vapuhu, Prana Pratisthapana, Yoga. Yoga is talking about how can you sustain. As long as even you are 80 years, 90 years, you are highly regarded in the society, highly regarded in the community. And the place, people should revere you, your presence. Not people should think this person is a waste of space. They should not think, even people in their face itself, people say, you are a waste of space. Many elderly people, they get to hear, you are a waste of space. In front of their children themselves, they have become a junk. This yoga practice, this what we are talking about, acquire that the priceless body, priceless mind. Do the sadhana, Hiranmaya Vapuhu, Dhritashanka Chakraha. And here, Vasudeva Murti, we secured the place in Mills Park, Braeside in Mills Road, Braeside in Mills Road. On the 2nd of October, we are having a Prana Pratisthapana. We are hoping settlement will happen on Monday. Prana Pratisthapana. There will be a meditation room also. Bhagavan is sitting such a way that it's a gesture. He is conveying the message. How to meditate. Yesterday in Julie's house, somebody asked the question, you have seen the Murti either eyes open or closed. Meditation is such a process. Meditation and is like a wakeful state. It is like a deep sleep state. It is not like deep sleep. It is not like wakeful. It has both. Now, in the meditation is a process. In the wakeful, only I am aware of the outer world. I have no idea about what is inside, inner world. In a dream, I have experience of bit of outside. If somebody calls me, I listen, or I can hear the inner thing. Both not clarity, hazy. In the deep sleep, only the inside I have gone to no experience. In the deep sleep, no experience at all. Meditation is such a process. I am totally aware of the inner world. In the deep sleep, I have no idea what is happening. Maybe thunderstorm, I have no idea what happened whole night. In the meditation is a process. You are totally aware of the inner world. You are not aware of the outer world but inner world. And in deep sleep, when you get up, you say it was a blissful sleep. But you did not enjoy the sleep. In the meditation is the process. In the deep sleep, you did not enjoy the bliss. In the meditation, you are enjoying the sleep. So, the eyes are partially closed, indicates you are closing yourself, shutting yourself to the outer world, and you are opening up to the inner world. You are opening up to the inner world, and the meditator, when you are meditating, unknowingly, your eyeballs are rolling towards the eyebrow center. It comes here. This is the center of the third eye. Third eye is the place of, it is not only the place of Shiva. In the scripture talks about all divine beings are regarded as Trinetra. Not only yogis are called as a Trinetra. It is indicating, open this eye. This eye is shut. You are only relying on these two eyes. These two eyes can mislead you. Can mislead you. Open the intuition. That is how great rishis, great scientists, great achievers, they did not discover based on these two eyes. Their level of thinking through the intuitively they discovered. Intuitively. What Valmiki wrote, the Ramayana, it is not a mental, what should I write next line? What is next line? Look at the dictionary. Not that one. It is called as Purana. We call it as Purana. It has to awaken. It has to come. Spontaneously it has to come. Where it is coming? I am not looking at the dictionary and what next line. That Spurana should happen. Spurana for that here. The meditate. Meditate you must. Also, meditate, why we have to meditate? Meditate we have to, in the known circle, in the world, we are, how we are getting the knowledge through the eyes, ears, tongue, nose, our skin. Only the input is there, but in the outside knowledge itself, if I am playing the game, you become redundant. You become redundant. I am young, I get some experience, what I see here, I have understanding. And Manoj get to travel other places, he has more knowledge, he is smarter than me. But in the known circle, in the artificial intelligence, it is grabbing hold of all knowledge bases. It is trying to play supercomputer. It wants to get the brain of all 8.5 billion people. So it wants to control. It is operating in the known circle. This one, intuition, means you start thinking out of box. Then only you cannot be superseded. You always have sustainable competitive advantage. What is called a sustainable competitive advantage? We need to have sustainable. A yogi needs to have sustainable competitive advantage. Why people say yogi is always fresh, always in joy? Because intuition is there, every day is a new revelation, new experience. The moment you don't have creativity, the moment you are thinking ordinary, life is very boring. Then it is so boring. What should I do? I will go to a movie, or I will go to a restaurant. I will go and bug my friend. I will go to somebody's house because I am bored. I don't know how to manage my time. I am so bored. Let me go for a shopping. Let me see what is there in the market. I am bored. But for a yogi, never bored, because every day is a fresh experience, and it's Yatro paramate chittam niruddham yoga sevaya yatra chaivatmanat atman pashyan atmani tushyati. One is happy within. Creativity is there, always fresh, always reveling within. That person is never bored. For others, we are working only with these senses, we are easily getting bored. This long weekend, my wife says, so bored, shall we go somewhere? And after finishing the holiday, again same routine. The boredom again conquers. So how to sustain? I am only in this vicious cycle. I think I am going on a holiday, I will be happy. When I come back, I am the same. Nothing has changed. This meditation is a must to stay fresh. To stay fresh in your life, you meditate. You become Hiranmaya Vapuhu. You become retained. In the scriptures, they talk about Lakshmi is a eternal companion of Narayana. Eternal companion, but never she complained that she is bored, because she is discovering the greatness of Lord every day. Every day is a thrill. Brahma is a lifespan 31,000, 104,000 is followed by 10 zeros. He is never bored. He is contemplating every day. He is discovering new meaning of Vedas, new meaning of Upanishad, new meaning of Mahabharata. When you start discovering, it is a joy. So, scriptures talk about live for long. How you have to live? As a creative, with lot of creativity. If I am bored, after retiring, nothing to do, always long face, I am sitting, I am living as a burden to the society. No action, very dull, the same television series, I am seeing that one, turn on the television. I talked about one lady, 97 years, want only all the soap operas, 97, can't move, and all the chocolates, cake, that one, this one. It is not called as life. You have to live such a way that you are an inspiration. For that, meditate you must. Meditate is not an option. Mental health is a big challenge, because our children, our youths, Gen Z, and our people, they are bored. They are only exploring only through the five senses. Exploring through the five senses, it cannot give a lasting joy. It is not giving a lasting joy. I am so bored. I am so bored, I don't know what to do with this life. I tried everything in my life. Whatever thrill is there, I tried. Nothing is giving. I am so bored, I am depressed. I am depressed, nothing can inspire me. So, meditate, you must. In the beginning I talked about you should have a role model, the sun. The sun, I said, like a changeless, have a role model here. And the beauty of this one, having a role model, it is conveying different one. It is talking about the crown. We should live such a way that we should have a respect in the community. Behind that one there is a golden hue is there. Your aura should be great. This conch is there. Conch represents inner abundance. Inner abundance, even at the age of 80, people should come to you for asking for what should I do. People, your children should not think what to ask my old man, old lady. She doesn't know anything. You should be priceless. This is inner wealth, inner abundance. And chakra represents protection. Always you be protected. Protected, surrounded by good people, good aura, good protection. Good protection. In Mahabharata, what is talking about Draupadi. Draupadi in the Virata Parva, that Kichaka wanted to molest her. She was protected by divine energy. It came that Kichaka, it kicked the Kichaka. One who does the sadhana on the ideal, Bhagavan, why you have to have a devote to the highest? You will have a like Sudarshana chakra around you. Some unseen divine force is protecting you all the time. This is chakra, and two hands it's saying sit, relax, relax, and body should be, yogi's body is not crumbling, not falling sick. It's you have to preserve this body. This is the platform. Live for long. You are not crumbling the body. And here Kaustubha Mani at the discover your uniqueness. The people, everyone is unique. Everyone is special. You have special skill, special talent. What is that? You have to discover. If you do not discover what is your talent, I am whatever others says, I am that one, you are special, discover that is Kaustubha. For that, every day, do sadhana. Discover Hari, the garland, Vaijayanti Mala. It is talking about have the Vaijayanti Mala around it is talked about all rishis, like flies hovers around the flower, they hover around that person. The great people you are a magnet for all noble people. We should become a noble magnet for all noble people in life. They should be part of our life. Not only in Bangalore, one person, when he was heard he was sick and hospitalized, and all people who lent loan, they are big crowd outside. And we don't want that type of people. We know. And one person, he told me, when I am dying, I don't want anyone around me, but I want you next to me. That good people should be next to us. Not like I borrowed so much of money, I heard that person is sick, maybe critical, everyone is around. It's not that one. We don't want that one. And Hari, Hiranmayopu, and armlets are there. Keyura means you should be empowered. Always, yes, I will do. When teacher says do something, do, not to avoid. No, I can't do. He's empowering. Not that you are doing. Make a sankalpa, it will happen. Drida Nischaya. Sri Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, I will do, make a Nischaya, Sankalpa. He will make it happen. Not in the first instance itself, I can't. Then best in you never get manifested. Make a Sankalpa. Drida Nischaya. Okay, I will do. The moment I say, it will happen. Not to keep on procrastinating, avoid the responsibility. Yes, Bhagavan will make it happen. And Karna Kundala, it is talking about Karna Kundala, the crocodile. Crocodiles are there, negative energies, negative people are all around telling you, no, you can't do. Why take risk? Why don't you enjoy your long weekend? Everywhere, people wants to pull you down. That not to pay your attention. People are pulling you down, not to let the ordinary people, words coming into your mind. Surround yourself with the positive people. Positive people, the Makara Kundalavan, crocodiles are not pulling you down, and utilize this one, your Ajna Chakra, your breathing is steady, posture is steady, your smile on the lips, you are happy within. Happy within, that is the meditation process. Meditation process. How my shelf life, prime time, how can I extend my prime time? How can I have a golden body? That means my value is not diminishing. How can I do? That is the purpose of meditation, purpose of life, and how to do the prana pratistapana will